People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Now, the first thing that is popping in the news is that we see that dancehall reggae superstar Jah-Cure, he was sentenced to a maximum of 6 years out of a possible 8 years in which the prosecution was asking for the last time that they went to court. Now, if you do the maths, she got 3/4 of the time that she asked for, which is kind of ironic because he is going to be in some sort of 3/4 drips, if you know exactly what that means. Now, people, truth be told, the big yard over where he is at is nothing compared to Jamaica. It is like night and day. It is like a 5-star versus Jamaica slum yard. However, the fact that he is not going to be free is going to be very devastating to him, especially somebody that was making a whole bunch of money, buku cash. Now, people, we've seen Jah-Cure doing all sorts of antics on social media, in the news, in a real life. And people, it seems as if these antics caught up to him. It seems as if he was longing for, it seems as if he was hoping for. It was always a recipe for disaster, the way that he was acting on social media. It would have only led to a couple of places, him losing his life, or either the big yard. The option was the second one. So what this shows you is that when it comes to these foreign countries, they are very serious about law enforcement. They are very serious about their residents and citizens. So therefore, even a piece of shit, like the promoter, I think his name is Papa, gets defended, gets represented by the law. So therefore, whenever you take any sorts of action, meaning violence against any of its citizens or even a visitor, you are going to get the full brunt of the law, or at least full brunt. In the case of Jah-Cure, he got 3/4 of what the prosecution wanted. So this shows you that, listen, Jamaica and foreign, two different things. The attitude or the mindsets in which people operate in Jamaica with impunity because they feel as if once them have money, them can beat the system. And let's face it, money moves mountain in Jamaica. Money can let you get away with MURDER. And we have a whole lot of high profile cases in the last year, in 2022 alone, that proves that that is so. What this also proves is that your attitude determines your altitude. Let me repeat that. Your attitude determines your altitude. So therefore, whenever you're in Jamaica or you're on social media and you're making all sorts of DEATH threats, you're hyping up yourself, you're entangling all sorts of dirty bungle, all sorts of people have said this, woman has said this, you jump over them fence, you hold them at gunpoint, rate, lay, blue, blah, bling. All of this always leads to a couple of places, like me tell you. Down a Horizon type or down a Dovecat type. So therefore, he is in the Dutch, Holland, wherever he is at. And people, we sister, these people are very serious. Now when we look at Jah-Cure, a very talented, gifted artist, one of the best stylistic voices, vocals in mankind. And we see that he had the choice, he had the opportunity, he was given a second chance, even after some serious crime, serious allegation. As a matter of fact, he was convicted. He was a convicted felon. He came out and he got a nice little wife. However, people like Jah-Cure, when you are a waste in one aspect of your life, usually you are a waste in many aspects of your life. So therefore, it seems as if Jah-Cure did not like structure. It seems as if Jah-Cure could not cope with any sorts of good foundation, any sorts of family structure, any sorts of decent lifestyle. So therefore, him and the wife kick off for whatever reason. I am not going to get into that. They know what happened. However, it is obvious that Jah-Cure might have been the problem. Now, I am not saying that this lady is the perfect lady or was the perfect lady. However, we see that after that relationship ended, his life started to down spiral. We saw that he was on social media. We saw that he was in many accidents, all sorts of expensive car. As him total one, him buy a next one, him a post on social media. It was always a recipe for disaster as it pertains to Jah-Cure and people. We see that it seems as if behind those prison walls was where he felt most comfortable, and people, he is going to be back once again. So people, now him get a second chance again to think, restructure his life, become a decent person. Hopefully when he gets out, he still has that voice. He still has the drive to move forward, or else people, this is going to be a next Jamaican tragedy. Point blank and period. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also, please subscribe to this channel, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the Jamaicans, they are back at it once again, one more again. Based on the information, it is said that U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Protection, they saw a plane coming from Jamaica to Philadelphia, Montego Bay to be specific. Upon the arrival of that plane, persons in the office say, a Jamaica this a come from, and we not really take no sorts of check. So therefore, them put up certain narcotics dog, and them go in there, them a search the cargo section of a passenger plane, sorry. Now people, so when you talk about these dogs, them can sniff any sorts of weed, any sorts of cocoa from miles away. Worse when you put them in a little cargo section of a plane. Whatever is there, they are going to find. However, what we've realized with Jamaicans, they are playing a game that is called cat and mouse. So therefore, them understand, say, listen, we might lose 2 or 3 packages. However, we are going to get about 20 through. So therefore, it is a law of possibility and probabilities. However, people, what happens is that whenever them find anything on any sorts of plane coming in from Jamaica, then them amp up the search. That means everything that comes in from this day forward is going to get searched. So I say this to say that whenever nothing get busted on any of these planes, them kind of ease up. However, once them find something, that is it. Now people, based on the information, it is said that the dog was doing his routine check when he buck up on a scent coming from some panels. When them unscrew the panels and check, they found 12 pounds of cocoa. Now when we do the maths, 2.2 pounds equal 1 bird, 1 kilogram. So therefore, let's call it 9 kilograms worth estimated 580,000 US dollars. So people, we are speaking about in excess of $500,000. So we are speaking about 74 to 80 million Jamaican dollars, one pop. Now people, when you look at where these plastic bags of cocoa were found, we can come to the assumption that, listen, this is somebody that repairs the plane. This is some sort of mechanic. This is some sort of person that is cleaning up, and more than likely have a link in Philadelphia that is doing the same thing. So therefore, it is a coordinated effort. However, based on what the Popo are saying, Border Patrol, nobody was arrested. However, people, we can rest assured that somebody is going to be indicted. Somebody is going to be held. Because people, like me tell you before, These people are serious about drugs. These people are serious about crime, especially when it pertains to any sorts of Class A substance, meaning cocoa. So people at the end of the day, them try a thing and it get busted. However, the question that we have to ask, how many more pass through the gate before this? The question we have to ask most importantly, how many persons are going to go to the big yard? How many persons are going to get deported? How many persons are going to lose their job? So people may just say, when it comes to America, it is no banana republic. So therefore, if you think say you not gonna get rich and just get away scotch-free, it not gonna go so. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.